Okay, let's take a look and see how to do the pipe sizing. I've made my own copy and I have my data right here and I have my appendices open right here that I can look at, and I have a table here. So those are all things that I can open up along here. Okay, so let's get going. Total water supply fixture units. So it says right here that I've got a sink, a refrigerator, a dishwasher, a lavatory, that's like a bathroom sink, a flush tank, water closet, that's a toilet, and a shower. That should say mixing valve, not missing valve. It's a mixing valve. You go ahead and fix that really quick. There we go. That didn't fix it. I got to get that right. There we go. Still wrong. Oh my gosh. There. Got it. Okay, so I'm going to do the 300 square foot ADU total fixture units. I get that from here. So I've got it open. Let me see if I can do a control F. And, well, I can just come down to it. Here it is. Right there. So I've got sink, refrigerator, dishwasher. Sink, refrigerator, dishwasher. So I'm going to put an equals sign right here and start adding those up. A kitchen sink, private, faucet, total 1.4. Plus dishwashing machine, total 1.4. Plus a refrigerator. Now that's not on here, so I'm just going to use the lowest thing that I'm allowed to use, which is 1. Plus a lavatory, 0.7. Plus a shower. That's going to be the same as a bathtub, 1.4. Plus water closet, that's a toilet. Flush tank, private, 2.2. It's 8.1 fixture units, and I'm going to convert that to GPM with the next little table. And about 8 is 12.8. So I could put a 12.8 or a 13 in there. I'll put a 13. This is given to me. Pressure loss due to building height. Well, this is a 1-story ADU, so the highest point is a shower, so that equals 6 feet times 0.433. Operating fixtures, I need 20 psi, 20 psi, 20 psi. So it looks like 20 is the biggest, so I'm going to put 20 in there. These are all given. Total, add 4 through 8. That's all of the pressure that I need. So it's going to be the sum of 4 through 8. Here's step 4. Here's step 8. 32. Okay, so that's what I'm going to lose. And so what I've got left for pressure loss in my pipe is 60, what comes in, minus what I might lose, equals step 3 minus step 9. Now I have to figure out how much pipe I've got. So I've got about 30 feet. It's a ADU, 300 square feet. So the most is going to be like 30 feet. But then I have to account for fittings. So it's that times 1.5. Friction loss per 100 feet of pipe. Well, I can take this number here per 45 feet, but I want it per 100. So it's going to equal this divided by this. That's PSI per foot, and I want it per 100 foot, so I have to multiply by 100. That's a huge amount. So now I can go to my chart and look and see what size pipe at 13 gallons a minute has a friction loss less than 60. So let's go to our friction loss table. Here it is. Well, here's 60 over here. Oh my gosh. I can go down as low as 3/8 inch pipe at an 8 GPM, right about there. Actually, let's see. At 60, I need about a 1/2 inch pipe. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you to check your codes because the minimum is 1 inch. So there we go. I'm going to use a 1 inch pipe. Okay, and you're going to do this for each one. So this one, I'm going to duplicate that. Make a copy. And this one is my 300 square foot ADU. And it's not a template anymore. That one's my computation. There we go. So now I can go back and I can delete all these ones. And I can do that all again. For my 575 ADU and my 740 ADU and my 1900 duplex. See that there's 2 kitchens, 3 baths, and 1900 single family, 1 kitchen, 3 baths. All right, so that's what you're going to do for your practicing sizing spreadsheet.